Hi everyone, today I'm speaking to Caron Kipping, who's a domestic abuse specialist specialising in domestic abuse recovery. Caron, I wanted to speak to you about the programme that a lot of people are talking about, the Maid, and I understand you were on Radio 4 Women's Hour speaking about this during the week.
I was, and everybody's talking about it, and I think it's going to end up getting quite a lot of awards. I'm always a bit sceptical when I see programmes highlighting domestic abuse because I think, how realistic is it going to be? But actually, from the first episode, I was hooked. I just think it is so realistic in terms of the emotional abuse and showing the impact on her, but also all of the barriers that she comes up against when she's trying to end that relationship. You know, she can't get a job, she can't get childcare, she can't work, she can't get a roof over her head. And so it's really difficult. And you can see how it could have been so easy for her to go back, to, even though she knew it wasn't right. You know, there's so many hurdles. And it's kind of it's a bit stereotypical in that, you know, I think there's still this image of, you know, people experiencing domestic abuse coming from chaotic backgrounds and, you know, being quite vulnerable. You know, her mum's, you know, undiagnosed bipolar and quite chaotic, and, you know, her dad hasn't been in her life much, and her husband, you know, comes from a difficult upbringing. But if you kind of look aside that, you know, all of those tactics that her husband uses and all of the ways that it impacts on her are very, you know, very true to life, actually. Very true to life. Yeah, she's such a great actress. I didn't realise she's actually Andy McDowell's real daughter.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
Yeah.
I think the thing that really got me was in the courtroom, and when she's in the court for the first time, and it was really cleverly done, and they just kept saying legal, 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 legal.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen that part. It just, because that's...
It's so clever, isn't it, how they do that? Because how do you know what they're talking about? It is such a lot of that they use in courts, isn't it? You know, and she's there with no representation, trying to, you know, fight for her and her daughter, but she hasn't got any evidence of the domestic abuse because it wasn't physical. And this is a problem that we come across a lot in our courts as well, because how do you evidence that emotional abuse, you know, and that controlling behaviour and that jealousy and all the rest of it? It's really difficult. And I like the way that they count down her money as well, to show how quickly, you know, that bit of money that she had, you know, it just disappears.
Yeah, and she took the cleaning job, and you know, that woman was like, oh, you've got to buy your tabard, you've got to buy your cleaning stuff. By the time she'd set herself up, she had no money, and she was carrying that Hoover, Dyson around with her, not Hoover, Dyson around with her, which was sort of like a deposit or something, wasn't it? She wasn't going to get money or get paid until she turned up with that. And she was carrying that around. It was kind of a sort of iconic thing throughout the show so far. I don't know if it changed, but she's always got that Dyson with her. Yeah. And if you want to know what an abusive relationship looks like, then we've done another video with Caron about that topic, so take a look at that. I'll put a link to that in the info below. So if you've been affected by the show, then Caron's details are on the website. You can get in touch with her and talk it through, and as I said before, she's a specialist in divorce, domestic abuse through divorce recovery, all of those things. So you can get in touch with her on the information on the HUD directory. Thanks very much for speaking to us, Caron.
Thank you.